I don't know if there's a person alive who would be in a better position to answer this question, given how many different types of traders and different types of markets that you've seen. What makes a successful trader?
Oh, you want the secret?
I do.
Okay, lean in. The secret to having a successful trader, I don't know. There's no one thing. We don't hire for one specific attribute.
Okay.
There's no one skill set that makes someone successful. I can tell you the attributes that I do think set people up for success, right? There's the obvious ones, right? The work ethic. Let's just start there. And that has actually changed over the years. It's gotten harder, right? Both in terms of learning curve, even though we're in a really good market right now. But overall, that learning curve, what do we say now? It's 2 years. That's not what it was when I first started. All right. I do have a lot of experience of looking at traders' arcs. And I find that the ones that know it all struggle. The ones that are curious, the ones that are really, and I don't mean like going through the motions. I mean that really are looking at what is it that I did differently than either what I expected to do in this situation or than what the person left to my right did in this situation, my manager did. We're all in the same stocks. They did X, I did some fraction of X. And I can talk a little bit about my experience there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I have other things about, and I say this word a lot, and I think that it's worth exploring because it's oftentimes misconstrued, especially with some of the more veteran traders, about consistency and what I mean by consistency and who I'm talking to with regard to consistency versus what I think people have, let's say, like, heard or interpreted my words.
Is this a Lee says moment?
Lee says.
This is a Lee says moment.
Yeah,
so for those that don't know, there's a lot of Lee says that goes around the desk and around Trillium where, you never actually said this. It just kind of became a rumor at some point. So I'm happy to hear this is the first of,
Yeah. The way you know I didn't say something is if someone utters the words Lee said.
Okay.
Yeah, that's anything after that statement is a false. Unless I'm saying it, anyone else representing Lee said is just patently false. It's gotten so many people in trouble. It's gotten me in trouble because by the time I heard what other people believe I said, and now I have to go and, the thing, like the rumor can run around the world before the truth has a chance to tie its shoes.
Yeah.
Right?
Seen that firsthand.
What's that?
I've seen that firsthand.
Yeah. So like sometimes by the time I even know that people are saying that I said something, it's like really, really late. And everyone believes this narrative. And I'm like, can someone just go and ask me? And then we can just clear up whatever it is that people perceive I said. But it's very common for an owner or a CEO or a leader in an organization to have their words play the telephone game. Mm-hmm. It's a common thing. All I can do is just ask people to tell me, if you hear something, just let me know and we can talk about anything, right? And as long as people feel like they can ask me anything or talk about anything, we can clear up that stuff. But consistency is one of those. And what I mean by consistency. So we talk about work ethic. We talk about remaining curious, going back to like what makes a good trader. We talk about consistency.
Consistency in terms of what? Consistency in terms of process or consistency in terms of performance?
Yeah.
Well, this is something I definitely want to explore with you, but okay.
Yeah, all the above. I can speak to performance because I think that one is a little bit controversial, and I'd love to have an opportunity to explain what I think about when I think about consistency and performance. And that doesn't mean, take on no risk so you make $1 a day and therefore you can be positive. That is not what I mean. All right. But let me just say, I'd said what? Work ethic and curiosity and consistency, but really underpinning all of that is you got to really love the job. You got to love the markets. You got to really, really like this. Like, it's a hard enough job. It's the best job in the world, but it's hard. Would you say that's fair?
100%.
Okay. And you have to love it.
You have to have a passion for it.
You have to have a passion for it.
It's not 9 to 5. You have to be, that's the thing I tell my family, like it's hard to turn off. Like when you're just like, when you have a mind that just start like just thinking about markets, the hardest thing can be to like shut it down.
And it's important to turn it off.
Yeah.
It's important to go on vacation. It's important to take time off. It's important to say if you're going to take time off, to not look at your phone or to be able to quarantine that or compartmentalize those thoughts, right? And that comes with maturity and time and experience and whatnot. We can get into that as well.